Miraculous, simply the best. Up to the test when things go wrong. Miraculous, luckiest. The power of love always so strong. Uh, hmm. I can explain. Hey yo everyone, this is Jigs Via with a brand new Honest Thoughts video. But it's technically a so far with my honest thoughts with type of video. And it's about the Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir show. And yes, you people can laugh and point fingers at me all you want and leave a dislike and leave your comments saying that like, oh, it's for little girls, man. It's for teenagers too. Only some boys like it. You're a 24-year-old man. Get over yourself. And I'm like, yes. I get it. I will admit I am not the right demographic for the show. But for me, I just prefer watching cartoons, a little bit of anime, sitcoms, and some live action shows every now and then. Mostly with the likes of animation, because that's what I mostly enjoyed. I've been watching some new shows like We Bear Bears, OK KO, Let's Be Heroes. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tongue twister and stutter. And also The Loud House, okay? But I want to focus on talking about Miraculous Ladybug. And I'm going to be short-terming it like that just to be specific on the show, right? And not extend the title because, like, that's a long name. Miraculous Ladybug Cat Noir. So let's just call it Miraculous Ladybug or just Ladybug, right? So, I just want to say that I have like a confusing and complicated relationship with the show, and that I have a lot of mixed bag of opinions on it. So, I just want to start off with a few, like, flaws or negatives is what you would call on the show. And that is like, it can be very formulaic, and that there's like a lot of like cheesy, corny, cliche stuff, and also that like it has some stereotypical archetypes that we are familiar with, and and also that the animation can be kind of stiff. But the positives I have with it is that the animation does look really good and is very expressive with the facial expressions actually, and it has a very interesting heroic fantasy lore it has. And it actually does have some progress in later episodes and seasons. And also that, like, with the cheesy, corny, cliche stuff. I'll tell you why it's both a positive and a negative right now. Because in each episode, for each season, it seems like simultaneously, like most of the times, when you see one episode, you'll see like, hey, this cheesiness or corniness or cliche-ish thing I've seen was nailed right. It was nailed right. But it seems like this part of the episode where I see this particular like cheesiness or cliche-ness or whatever you want to call it did very poorly. It does it simultaneously actually in each episode. That's what I'm seeing, honestly. So I'm kind of confused. I'm like, you guys either nail it or you don't. Just trying to nail it all the time. But then again, it's okay to have some flaws, because not every show or movie is perfect, right? Especially with the likes of video games, but those are topics for another time. But right now we're talking about a show, right? And also when it comes to the animation, is that like, it actually looks pretty good. It looks up to standard. And usually, I'm not a big fan on 3D animated shows. Few shows that are acceptable to me, which is the likes of Jimmy Neutron, and even though it was a movie at first, but now it became like a TV series, right? And then the likes of Code Loco, you know that one, the 2D animated and 3D animated one, like that one is like a gem, a masterpiece, to say the least, right? And the other ones would be like the Penguins of Madagascar, not the movie one, the TV show, right? And also Back in the Barnyard. So yeah, I'm not too big fan of like 3 animated shows. There are some I will accept, others not so much. I know there's the Green Lantern show that people praise for. For me, I don't know, I think it's kind of boring to me, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. I actually do like superhero stuff, but it just depends of how they tell the story, right? And also, I just want to say that, like, I actually appreciate that season 3 progressed from the formulaic stuff, to be honest. I am not kidding. It looks like they're now breaking a little bit more out of the formulaic episode structures that they always go for. So yeah, season 3 is becoming my favorite season so far right now. Season 2, I would say it's somewhat my favorite season. Season 1 has to be the weakest season I've seen, even though I enjoyed it, and that's how I started. Heck, I try to give like My Little Pony a chance just because people close to my age watch it, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys got through to that. I only gave like 3 episodes of it, and I thought it sucked, and it's just not for me whatsoever. Apparently, this show is right for me though. Probably because I'm a sucker for superheroes. Maybe that's it. I don't know. And I also really like the fact that it's taking place in Paris, France. That's what I like the most of it as well. Like, finally, no more New York or type of cities that we already know of. Paris, France is a very like interesting city to have like action and storytelling, you know. So you can do so much around that area, and I especially like how the action looks around here, and also with the special effects. Oh, and as for the likes of characters, I like some of them or most of them. Others, just not so much. Obviously, Chloe and Hawk Moth. I like the 2 protagonists, and I've been liking that Lila Volpina character, even though she's a villain, a legitimate villain and doing something. So yeah, that's all I had to say. What are you guys' honest thoughts on the show? Leave a comment below. This has been Jigs VL signing off right now. Later.